Assalamu alaikum grade 9 students. Hope you are all fine. Today we will read chapter number 1 of computer science. The name of chapter number 1 is Fundamental of Computer. First of all, let's talk about the introduction of computer. Today's world is an information rich world and it has become a necessity for everyone to know about computer. A computer is a general purpose programmable machine. Computer is an advanced electronic device that takes raw data as input from the user and process it under the control of set of instructions called program, gives the result output and save it for future uses. Check the figure. There are some points of the introduction of computer. 1. Evaluation of computer. 2. Generation of computer. 3. Types of computer. 4. Classification of digital computer. Evolution of computer. Evolution of computer means how two computers evolved from the first mechanical device abacus to electronical and then to the modern electronic digital computers. Abacus was the earliest calculating device, most probably invented in China. Abacus is still seen at some toy shops made of plastic or wood for small children. Figure 1.2 Abacus. Neferbone. John Nefer, a Scotch mathematician, invented a calculating device called Neferbone in 1614, which is shown figure 1.3. It consisted of a wooden box containing rotating cylinders, each of which had the digits from 0 to 9. It could multiply, divide, and find square roots of numbers by using simple additions and subtractions. His biggest achievement was the invention of logarithm. Pascaline. Blaise Pascal, a French mathematician, invented a calculating machine called Pascaline in 1642. When he was only 19 years old, Pascaline was used rotating wheels as shown in figure 1.4. Each wheel had 10 parts having digits from 0 to 9. Difference engine and analytical engine. In 1822, the English mathematician Charles Babbage started working on a big calculating machine about the size of a room. He called it difference engine. Hollet desk. In 1890, Herman Hollet built a tabulating machine called Hollet desk as shown in figure 1.6. This machine was invented to help with the census of 1890 in America. Now we will read about the generations, how many generations there are and what things were used in them. Generations of computer. History of computer is a chain that runs from the ancient abacus and the analytical engine of the 19th century through the modern computers of present age. There are 5 generations. First generation computer 1940 to 1956. Vacuum tubes were used in the first generation computers. Vacuum tubes generated so much heat that they had to be cooled by air conditioner. Vacuum tubes burnt out very often and it was difficult to repair and maintain the computers of first generation. A vacuum tube is shown in figure 1.9. Second generation computers 1956 to 1963. In 1947, 3 scientists, William Shockley, John Bardeen and Walter Brattain, invented transistors shown in figure 1.10. Transistor functions like a vacuum tube. It replaced the vacuum tube in the second generation computers. Transistors was faster, more reliable smaller and much cheaper than vacuum tube. Third generation computers 1963 to 1971. Integrated circuit ICs, also known as semiconductor chips, were used in third generation of computers instead of transistors. IC chips were developed in early 1960s. A single IC chip contains a large number of transistors. IC chips increase the power and decrease the cost of computers. Invention of IC chips was a great breakthrough in advancing computer technology. IC chips are shown in figure 1.11. Fourth generation computers 1971 to present. In this generation of computers, LSI, large scale integrations, and VLSI, very large scale integration chips having millions of transistors, were developed. Microprocessor was also developed in fourth generation of computers. A microprocessor is a single chip that can handle all the processing of computer. A microprocessor is shown in figure 1.12. Fifth generation computer present. The goal of fifth generation of computer is to develop devices that can understand natural languages and have thinking power. This is a big challenge for computer developers and programmers to design such systems and software for them. Now we know about the types of computers, have been types, and what their names and what their functions are. Types of computers. On the basis of data representation, processing, input and output, computers can be classified into the following three types. 1. Analog computers. 2. Digital computers. 3. Hybrid computers. Analog computers. Analog computers represents and process data by measuring quantities such as voltage and current to solve a problem. They work on supply of continuous signals as input and display output. Simultaneously, analog computers are special purpose devices designed to perform single specific task. Mostly, these devices are used to engineering and scientific applications. Digital computers. Digital computers work with digits. Everything is in our digital computers is represented with binary digits, zeros and ones. It manipulates them at very fast speed. Data and instructions are fed into the digital computer through an input devices in the form of zeros and ones. Hybrid computers. Hybrid computers are the combinations of analog and digital computers that combine the characteristics of both analog and digital computers. Hybrid computers are mainly used for scientific applications. These computers are used in the spaceship, missile systems, scientific research, hospitals, and for the controlling industrial processes. Analog computers. Now we will learn about the classification of digital computers. Digital computers are classified into super, mainframe, mini computer and microcomputer based on their size, speed, storage, capacity and number of users they can support. Supercomputers. Supercomputers are the largest and the most powerful computers. Supercomputers have been used for the scientific and engineering applications that must handle very large databases and do a great amount of computations. These computers are very expensive. Mainframe computer. Mainframe computers were developed in the early 1940s. A mainframe computer is a very large, very powerful and expensive computer that can support hundreds and even thousands of users at the same time. Therefore, these computers are used in large organizations. The modern mainframe computers that use cutting-edge technology are the foundation of today's business in banking, insurance, education, air travel, research, healthcare, government, and many other public and private organizations. Now we will learn about the class. Mini computer. Mini computer was introduced in the 1960s when IC chips were introduced. A mini computer is bigger than a microcomputer but smaller than a mainframe. These computers can execute billions of instructions per second (BIPS). Therefore, they can process more data than microcomputers. Today, mini computers with cutting-edge technology are playing an important role in business organizations for their data processing requirements. These are used in the organizations that have hundreds of users such as PIA, NADRA, police departments, hospitals, etc. A mini computer is shown in figure 1.17. Examples of mini computer are IBM System 36 and HP 3000. Microcomputer. Microcomputers are the smallest and the low-cost computers. These computers are most commonly used in homes and offices. Microcomputers were introduced in 1970s when of the entire computer system. Modern computer. Microcomputers have large storage capacity and they can execute millions of instructions per second. MIPS. A variety of software is available for use in these computers. Mini computer. Mini